Hey there, this is LaQuita with QuitaBugHandmaids.com. Thank you so much for joining me today for another Stampin' Up! Tutorial. So for today's card, I am going to be using the Geared Up Garage stamp set. This one is a great masculine set, and it's actually retiring with this current 2020-2021 annual catalog. And I'm also using the coordinating dies. These are the Garage Gears Thinlits dies. And let me just give you a quick warning. My honey is home. His office is across the hall from mine. He's working in there building some contraption, so I'm going to try to edit this video with the and get as much of the noise out as I can, so my apologies if you guys hear any of that. Alright, so I've got all of my pieces here, and we're going to start with some stamping. So I'm going to stamp my car image in Bermuda Bay ink. I haven't used Bermuda Bay in a while. I was really excited to pull this color out. So I'll just stamp that right here. And isn't that such a cool car image? I just love how that's, it stamps so clear. I just love how that stamps. Now I'm gonna bring in this piece of designer series paper. This is from the Ice Cream Corner designer series paper stack. I chose the colors for this card themed around this particular pattern in that designer series paper. I absolutely love this pattern. So what we're gonna do is I already die cut my little gears using the die. The die came from those Garage Gears Thinlits dies. I just die cut those out of some of our silver foil. And if I remember correctly, silver foil is retiring. I did not see it in our new annual catalog. So I'm just going to lay this down where I plan to adhere it. I'm gonna bring in my Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I've got these little nuts and bolts, I guess. This image comes in the stamp set, and I'm just gonna stamp this a couple of times here. I'll do it once right there, and then I guess right over there. And then I'm gonna stamp my sentiment, all geared up to celebrate. I'm gonna stamp that directly onto my designer paper right about here. Perfect. So now I'm just gonna go over to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and quickly die cut my little car out. All right, so I've got my car all die cut, so now we can start assembling this card. So for my card base, I've got a piece of Pool Party cardstock. This is cut 11 inches by 4 1/4 inches, and I've scored it at 5 1/2 inches. Okay, then I've got a piece of Bermuda Bay cardstock. This is cut 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And then my piece of designer paper from that Ice Cream Corner designer series paper, that is cut just 1/8 of an inch less on all 4 sides. Exact measurements are over on today's coordinating blog post linked down below in the video description. So it just leaves just a little bit of that Bermuda Bay showing. So I'm just gonna add some Stampin' Seal adhesive and pop these two together. Whoops. And then I will adhere this panel to my card base. Like so. Then I've got my multi-purpose liquid glue here, and I am going to use that to add on, I just noticed some of these didn't come out, to add on my little gears to my card. So I'm just going to put this in random places. Okay, and now I'll just adhere that down. Then I die cut this piece of old olive cardstock using one of the Stitched Shapes dies. This is one of the circles from the Stitched Shapes dies. And I'll just put some dimensionals on the back. And I'm gonna put this circle right about there. Then some dimensionals on the back of my little car. Okay, I'll just put that in the center of my circle. It's so cute, I love this card. And then to finish up this card, I'm gonna add a few of these matte black dots. gonna go with the small ones. Okay, there we go. All right, so that finishes up today's card, you guys. What do you think? I absolutely love how it turned out, and I love all of the layers and the beautiful colors in this designer series paper, and it's a nice tent fold card. So there it is, and of course I had to decorate my envelope flap with some of that designer paper, and then the little grease stain, I stamped that on the front with some Old Olive ink. So there you have it, you guys. I hope that you have enjoyed today's tutorial. And don't forget, you can find all of the supplies and measurements for today's card over on my coordinating blog post linked down below in the video description. You can also find all of the supplies listed down below with clickable links. So thank you again, and I'll be back very soon with another tutorial. Bye now.